These dogs look cute, don't they? You ever see a dog out in public and you think he looks really cute and just like the most cuddly thing in the world? Then, dog starts barking, it starts going at you, starts climbing up you. The next thing you know, this cute little animal that you once knew goes from being super cute to being very dangerous. Today I'm going to tell you a story like that. Story time takes place 5 years ago, so I was 11 years old. I was chilling over at a friend's house. We call his friend Dylan. Now, me and him, it was a summer day, so we were kind of just sitting on the porch, chilling, like basically cracking jokes and telling stories and stuff like that. So, sitting there just chilling. And one thing about Dylan's block that you should know is like there are a lot of people who either sell drugs or do drugs on that block. Keep that in mind for later on in the story. So while we're chilling, there's one guy, we'll call this guy Joe. This guy Joe is basically walking down the street, and he came to that block very often. He was always like on some drugs, and he basically, for the most part, he was harmless. He just come say hi and everything. Sometimes he would like do some creepy stuff like sleep in people's lawns and stuff. But like I said, for the most part, he was a harmless guy. So this day in particular, I don't know what got into him, but as he was walking down the street, he stops in front of the house that's like directly across from Dylan's house. This house had a dog in the yard. Now, it wasn't a big dog, but it also wasn't a chihuahua. It was like a normal sized dog. And this dog, like everyone in the neighborhood knew it. It was a pretty nice dog, like for the most part, unless like you bothered it or something. So Joe, he's sitting there and he's basically like looking at the house. And me and Dylan are kind of like, yo, what is he about to do? And Dylan's like, yo, what is he doing? So I look, and Joe's like opening the door, like the gate door, to basically let the dog out. So he opens the door, the dog runs out, and he's basically like, it's happy. Then what Joe did next would change the way this story goes. Joe then walks up to the dog, right? And when he walks up to the dog's like looking at him. He's like got his tongue out, like wagging his tail, thinking that he's about to pet him or give him a treat or something. And Joe just decides that it would be very funny to kick this dog. So Joe winds his leg back, and as he's doing this, me and Dylan, like our jaws were like dropping, because we're like, no way he's about to do this to this real nice dog. He winds his leg all the way back, almost like he was like a football player, like kicking a punt. And he kicks this dog so hard. Like he kicked this dog so hard, basically it was like the dog went into the air for a little bit and then came down. Like it almost like he threw the dog, but like he just kicked it. So he does this, the dog goes from being real nice to just being real aggressive. It starts barking, it starts growling, it starts getting close to him, it starts trying to jump on him. And the whole time, like, Joe's just like kind of sitting there laughing about it. Until the dog decided, I've had enough of this. The dog, instead of like jumping on him, bites his nuts. Like straight up just bites Joe's nuts. And when I seen this, like, I can almost feel Joe's pain. As he went from laughing to like hysterically screaming. So he's basically, his dog like has both of his jaws closed, like just biting on his nuts. And Joe's basically like wiggling around trying to get the dog to like get off his nuts, right? And like while he's screaming, neighbors are coming outside and they're like, yo. One of the neighbors eventually like ran over to the owner and he started knocking on his door, and the owner came out and basically like, got his dog off of him. And Joe was basically like, oh, I'm gonna sue you. Like, I'm gonna put that dog down. I'm gonna get it arrested. I'm gonna get you arrested because it just bit me. And I'm like, the neighbor basically was like, look, sir, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know how he got out and blah, blah. So eventually Dylan goes over and he's like, yo, he got out because Joe let him out. And then like the neighbor went from like, I'm sorry, sir, to this is what you get. Which I mean, like, that's fair because like if Joe didn't, let the dog out or kick the dog, it wouldn't have bit him. So yeah. After that, me and Dylan went inside and Joe kind of just left the block. And everything was normal after that. Moral of the story, looks can be very deceiving. Because I never thought that dog had it in him to become a demon. If you guys enjoyed that story time, make sure you smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.